feel like it's so early, but we woke up early to come down to see the sunrise. It is looking very cloudy, but it's kind of breaking up a bit, so I feel like we are going to get some kind of sunrise. It just might not be the best one this morning. Good morning officially, everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you guys so much for joining me. If you're new here, my name is Holly. I make food and fitness content, and if you're not new here, welcome back to the channel. I am feeling so filled with life after this morning's walk. I don't even feel like videos do the sunrises here justice. That wasn't even really like the best one that I've seen. That was pretty cloudy. It kind of went from like cloudy to just like the sun was up immediately, but I still got to see the pink skies, which I've been loving through the winter months. I actually think winter is weighing up to be my favorite season here in California because we kind of go through all of the seasons within one day. It's super cold, super chilly in the mornings. Like you would have seen, I was wearing my biggest puff jacket that I have. Then it gets to now and it's kind of like springtime. Then midday, we kind of have a bit of summer for like 2 hours. And then it just works its way back through the cycle. So I love that you kind of get to experience a little bit of everything. For this week's video, I know I'd said last week that I was gonna do like a big nutritional focus video. I kind of decided against that. It's hit December. I feel like you guys don't really need me like shoving fitness down your throats, but obviously it's a big part of my lifestyle. So I thought instead, me and you are locking in today and we're doing a festive reset. I need to get my fridge restocked, festive style, with all of the festive stuff from Trader Joe's. I want to do a little bit of a bathroom restock with all of my favorites from Target. I need to reset this house. I have not got on top of like all of my home jobs in the longest amount of time, so I just need to lock in and get that done because Christmas is about to get chaotic. Mark my words, it is about to get a little bit crazy. We're about to have my 28th birthday party. My family are all flying out for Christmas, so I just want to make sure that I have everything's sorted and organized. My place feels tidy and calm. My mind feels tidy and calm. And also I'll be running you guys through the kind of like healthy habits that I'm trying to stick to throughout December. I'm not being too regimented. It's December, but there are a couple of things that I'm going to be upkeeping just so that when January does roll around and I want to jump back into my goals, it's not too hard of a transition. But it's currently 7:53. I'm going to grab a bowl of cereal, make myself a coffee, jump on a meeting, and then me and you are heading off to train. Meeting's done. I did like an hour of work after that as well. But yeah, there's just so much going on. I think I'm definitely in like the busiest work period. I kind of felt like November was going to be crazy, and now I feel like I took November for granted because this next like 2-3 weeks of Christmas it's always busy. Like I don't know why I didn't think it would be, but it's just everyone trying to get everything done before Christmas. We have new SGS updates, a new SGS discipline coming to the app. We have a new SGS campaign launching. I know I have a podcast launching. Oh my goodness. By the time you're watching this, I will have announced the name and the Instagram for the podcast. So my podcast is coming on the 28th of December, so this month, and it is called Stronger Together. I went with the name Stronger Together because everything I do, I want to... Could you get any closer? I always want it to be a branch of Strong Girl Society. I feel like that is something that I'm so proud of, and I love the core messaging behind it, but I wanted it to be its own separate thing at the same time. So our strapline for Strong Girl Society is Stronger Together because that's what that community is all about. So I thought, why don't I just pinch that, because I love it, and just call the podcast Stronger Together, the podcast powered by the Strong Girl Society and hosted by me, Holly Brooks. That is the introduction that you guys will be hearing in your ears when it starts coming out. And it's all focused, every single episode is focused on us becoming stronger together. Like I'm not by any means, shape or form an expert in any fields that I'm in, but I am just a girl trying to gain experience and trying to kind of make my way through all pillars of life, whether that's relationships, whether that's the gym, whether that's fitness, whether that's nutrition, whether it's friendships, whether it's work life, whether it's growing within myself. Like I'm trying to grow in every aspect. So as I'm learning, hopefully you guys will be learning through the episodes. And yeah, I've put honestly like so much effort into this. It's been such a passion project and such a amazing learning experience, but with every episode I haven't just like sat down and picked up a mic. Like I've wanted everything to be planned. I've wanted it to have tips and tricks, and I say this a lot in the podcast, but I would love it to be a tool that you guys can use throughout your journeys, whatever that journey is. So with every episode I could try to give you like tools to put in your toolbox. That's something that you'll hear me saying a lot, so I hope you guys love it. I'm obviously nervous about like releasing something new. It definitely feels like a more vulnerable platform. I feel like I've opened up a lot in some of the episodes about things that maybe I haven't spoken about before, because I feel like, you know, there's power in vulnerability, and I think through sharing some experiences or things that I've been through, hopefully you guys can relate and grow with me through them, I guess. Anyway, you are making it really hard to go to the gym right now, but the sooner I go, the sooner I'm back, and I'm just doing my quick workout today. It's just my quick dumbbell legs only workout. Okay, gym session is done, guys. I feel like since training my legs more consistently over the past, it's only really been like 3 weeks, but I'm seeing such an improvement. I always think if you have previously strength trained, your body does respond better, and I feel like it's easier to build your strength back up. Like, I'm not lifting crazy weights, but I'm just feeling so much better within myself. I mean, I'm definitely lifting heavier. I also did hip thrusts today, and those hip thrusts are the first hip thrusts I have done in well over a year. If you watched last week's vlog, you would have heard me saying I kind of got that all clear to do some squats. So I'm just kind of experimenting and kind of seeing what my back will let me do, because hip thrusts are obviously so great for glute strength, and if I can build up my glutes, I'm gonna be a stronger runner, because like your glutes are where a lot of that power comes from. Also, the stronger my glutes, the more supported my back is going to be. So, but if I could do them at least once a week, I do think it would really help. So yeah, feeling good in the gym, feeling strong, feeling like next year is going to be a crazy year. Like, guys, the plans that I have next year are kind of insane. Like, I'm kind of terrified, but I also feel like the past 2 years I've just had to be so tentative, and I'm just feeling so ready and excited for like some new challenges. Just some crazy things going on, including a marathon. I have officially just registered for my first marathon. I'll tell you guys more about it in the new year, because that's when I'm like officially starting that training block. Anyway, enough chit chat about 2026. Let's focus on the now. And right now we are going to head to Target. We're going to do a Target restock first, and then I'm going to take us to Trader Joe's and grab the bits that I want to get from there. From Target, I just need to restock some little bits and bobs that I have in my bathroom, but I'll show you my new Target essentials. Change of plans there. I've actually decided that I'm going to come back, I'm going to do my reset of the house before I restock the fridge, because I need to clean the fridge out anyway, so it didn't really make sense. The food was going to be set on the side for a second. I was getting stressed about it. So I'm going to have a quick shower, get myself ready to reset, and then you will be joining me to clean up this house, because in my personal opinion, it is just a bit of a mess. Like, I just have not been able to keep on top of my washing. I've not been able to keep on top of my cleaning. My fridge needs emptying. You're going to clean up your bowls? Clean up your own water bowls? Before I even get to any of this or that, I just remembered I need to call and try and order a turkey for Christmas. I'm feeling a bit stressed. All of the meat that you find like in LA or any of the turkeys I've found, they're all frozen. It's seeming hard to find an actual fresh turkey, but apparently this butcher does them, but you do have to call and reserve them before.
Carnaval, this is Ron speaking. Can you hold something, please?
Yes, of course.
Hi there, what can I do for you today?
Hi, I'm just wondering if I could please place an order for a turkey.
How big were you looking at going?
I mean, there's 6 of us. How big would you recommend? I've never bought a turkey before.
It's usually 1.2 pounds per person.
So
Give me 1 second.
that's okay.
Sorry.
It's been ordered. It's time to reset, because this is actually a little bit of a mess. think we are near enough done with the reset. Why did they take it out of you? But I already feel so much better. Like looking around, I'm just like, oh, everything feels clean. Like never underestimate the power of a clean space. If you're feeling super like in your head, frustrated, anything like that, just reevaluate the space you're in, because I have honestly been living in mess for the past few days. Actually, maybe the past few weeks, like maybe since I got back from London, like I just haven't prioritized cleaning up my space, and it's made me feel so much better. But as I was cleaning, I got mentioned in a video on TikTok, somebody was like, oh, you're watching Holly Brooks. I honestly, when I see that people watch my YouTube videos, or like I see them in the background of people's videos, like it still makes me like feel like funny. Like it's so crazy to me that you guys are like out here watching this. It almost feels a little bit like Black Mirror and like a little bit surreal, but yeah, thank you guys for the support. I feel like now I was about to start doing a yearly reflection. It's not the time. I feel like, listen, I am so mushy this time of year. All I do is sit and like reflect on the year and think about things. So if every single video up until the 1st of January is me at some point reflecting and getting all mushy with you guys, that's just mind your own business, okay? That's just ignore it. Just like skip ahead, skippity doo dah. I am tremendously excited for next year. I feel like last year I just didn't really feel great at the end of the year, and it really sucked because I love this time of year so much. Like I love Christmas, I love New Year's, I love that New Year motivation, but I feel like heading into 2025, I think I just felt so apprehensive about everything. I felt so apprehensive about my injury, my back, and I was really unsure of LA over Christmas. I think because I got so homesick from staying here that actually when it hit January, I told my mom, I was like, I'm gonna do like my next year and then I'm gonna come home. Like I don't think I want to stay any longer, and genuinely was like looking at properties in the UK. And honestly, I don't really know what the turning point is. Like let's be real, like obviously a huge part of LA feeling so much more homely now like is Ryan. Like that has made such a difference. Having not only him but also his family here has just made like LA feel like home, and I guess like I almost see more of a future here. And I hate to even reference it to a person because, you know, you should make those decisions by yourself, but I think when you move somewhere by yourself and you have no roots, it does feel a little bit like uncertain, and I feel like I've almost like adapted his roots now, so it just feels so much more like homely. And I just feel like I'm going into 2026 so excited because I've had a really good year with my injury. I feel like ready and raring. Like I said earlier, like there are some crazy things in the pipeline for next year, and I feel like next year is going to be such a big year for so many reasons. I'm so excited for it. It's also a really big year of travel. I think I told you guys I'm going to Australia and New Zealand. My sister's getting married in Greece. Like there are so many things to look forward to. I just feel like I have that like buzz and that excitement back again. One of these videos in the lead up to the new year, I will be doing my vision boarding, and I will take you guys through like step by step of vision boarding, because I'm gonna do my vision boarding a little bit differently from some things that I've learned this year. I'll put it up before New Year so that if you guys need any kind of help with vision boarding or New Year's motivation, that will be there. And then also my podcast will be out before the new year. Me and you need to head to Trader Joe's because I promised you guys a haul, and I will be getting that haul done. And then I did want to make my favorite festive lasagna. That was the thing that I was going to make because I feel like I cannot get through December without making that lasagna, but I fear that may have to wait till next week. But we'll see. It depends how long we're in Trader Joe's. I'm kind of anticipating we might be in there for a while because I'm very excited to show you guys all the Christmas stuff.
Snowflakes in streetlights and covered trees. Kids like this stuff when it's up to their knees. Time seems to freeze. The smell of what's cooking, a chill in the air.
You may have to forgive me for one of the boringest hauls on my part from Trader Joe's, but I tried to show you guys as much as possible when I was in there because honestly I don't need a lot. It's already Wednesday. I'm staying at Ryan's for the next 2 days, and then we're always so busy on the weekend. So I was like, I don't truly need to do a big restock until next week. So I'll show you the little bits I did get. First of all, let's just admire their very cute Christmas bags. Love those. So got myself some sourdough, some eggs, I have at least 3 eggs every single day. Then I got, what is this? Oh, I got some rice crackers because I've been wanting to find a good high protein snack, but obviously I can't really eat protein bars because I'm dairy free and so many of them have dairy in, and trust me, if they don't have dairy in, they probably have nuts in. I got these because I thought I could put tuna and cucumber on these and have it as like a high protein snack, or even like a hard boiled egg. Fruits in the fridge. These I did already show you, but I'm really excited about them. They have a candy cane green tea. I think it's just like peppermint green tea, but it's festive themed, and I know that my sister loves green tea, so I'll get some more of those before she comes over. Honestly, I've got ground beef, oat milk and salad in there, but I want to show you these. So you would have seen already, I have this in my coffee every single morning. It just tastes so festive and yummy, but I also saw that they have a cinnamon bun one, so I might try this one now before I go and get ready for date night. Okay team, we are en route to the boyfriend's house because we're driving to an outdoor cinema. Did I tell you that? I don't know if I did. We're going to an outdoor cinema this evening for a lot of like festive date night. Only in LA could you do this in like December. It's actually still like chilly, so I have got this MP jumper and then I'm wearing like a big bomber jacket, and I think you get like little fire pits and hot chocolate included. But we're going to watch The Holiday, which is a movie obviously like you have to watch every single year at Christmas, but genuinely one of my favorite Christmas movies ever. I am so excited. I think Ryan's seen it in like years, and I was like, well, that is even more reason to go and see it than we had anyway. So yeah, I'm really excited. I feel like this is kind of me kicking off the festive like LA bucket list. There's definitely like a lot of things that I want to do this year, so I have like a little list. I feel like I just didn't really like deep dive into Christmas last year. I did a couple of things. Me and Nala went to Big Bear, if you guys remember. We went to stay in that little cabin. Oh, that was so cute. I honestly like want to go back there so badly. So this is thing 1 on my LA Christmas bucket list.
Fireplace and music in the air. I can't find a care. The shoppers and workers all bustle.
Oh, well, hello. Oh, I could have put money on the fact that you would come running as soon as you heard that camera going off. Yes, hello. We're just saying goodbye. We're just gonna say bye. We're gonna have a little chat. You're not missing out. Come on, up, up, up. There we go. Never more than 2 feet apart, me and Nala. I'm back. I didn't want to end just like on that like movie note, and also I'd obviously said to you guys I wanted to go through some like healthy festive habits with you all. Now, please do not be afraid. I'm not about to give you a lecture on how many celebrations you should be eating, how much turkey you should be having, and how much you should be drinking. I'm not going to do that at all. What I will say is, as someone who has navigated their fitness journey through many Christmases, I have learn little kind of like tips, I guess, throughout the way that always make me feel better, because I've had many a January where I've just started off on a bad foot. Now, if you want to have a Christmas without thinking about it, without even giving a damn about your water intake, cut the cameras, cut me off. We don't need to be listening to me. But if you are wanting to just have a few little pieces of advice on how to kind of navigate Christmas so that when it gets around to January, you're not feeling in the worst place possible, I definitely have some advice for that. Now, this isn't going to be restrictive. This isn't going to be discipline. This isn't anything like that. It's just very basic tips that might help you navigate the festive season in a way that just makes you leave knowing that you've had the most fun, but you've also done the most to look after yourself amongst having that fun. And I think it's just less of an all or nothing mindset. I definitely used to have that all or nothing mindset. I would train so hard all year. Christmas, I would just switch off and I wouldn't exercise. I wouldn't think about it. I would just eat. I would enjoy. And then for me, by the time I got around to January, I kind of felt like I was starting a couple of feet back just because I had completely disregarded anything regarding my health, including even like drinking water. So for me now, I just have like a more balanced approach. Don't get me wrong, my birthday, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, Boxing Day, like those 4 days, massive switch off days, like not even thinking about it. But I know that a lot of people get like work Christmas parties, you go away for Christmas, all of those things. So these tips are so minor, but they might just help you feel a little bit better. Now, I've mentioned water a few times, but tip number 1 is just stay super hydrated. It sounds so basic, but I feel like around the holidays, we are drinking a lot more alcohol. We're not being as conscious about our water intake. It will make a huge difference to digestion, to puffiness in your face. I've actually noticed over the past few days, I've had a few more social occasions, I've not been drinking enough water, and this morning my face was so swollen and I was like, I could just see that I'm dehydrated. I also get super red eyes. I don't know if anyone else gets that. If I'm dehydrated, it will make your digestion better, it will make you feel better, it will make you feel like more energized, less tired. Just have a couple of glasses of water around your glasses of wine. Number 2, movement. By no means am I about to sit here and tell any of you to be following a training plan over the course of Christmas or even December. I'm not going to do that. But movement is medicine for your mind as well as for your body. If you fancy it, going for Christmas walks is genuinely one of my favorite things to do. And there's a lot of stresses around Christmas time. I know it's a super triggering time for a lot of people around food. You're around family a lot. And I think a really great thing to do to kind of alleviate some of that stress and tension around the holidays is to do some movement, whether that's going for a run, whether that's going outside, but movement outside, preferably where you're getting fresh air all the time. Number 3 is delete apps over the Christmas period like MyFitnessPal. If you currently use MyFitnessPal for tracking and things like that and you like it, that's great. But if you're not planning on tracking over Christmas, we don't want to see that little blue notification popping up. Like, that is slightly triggering sometimes and very annoying, so I would just delete anything like that. Also, same thing goes with like social media. If you're following anyone and their kind of messaging isn't aligning with like the way that you want to be living your Christmas and it's making you feel bad, unfollow them. You can refollow them when January rolls around and you want a bit more motivation. But I know in the past I followed people that are like, no days off, like pedal to the metal, like be 10 steps ahead of everyone else. In order to do that, you have to work all through December. If you don't want to be that person, like, don't follow it. If you love that kind of content, follow it. But you get the gist of what I'm saying here. Just do what feels right and what aligns with you. The final thing is, don't burn yourself out socially. I know that there is so much going on around Christmas. Everyone wants to meet up. You're going home for the holidays. You've got all your friends. You've got all your family. It's very exciting. But if you are feeling frazzled, just understand it's okay to say no and not do things. Don't feel peer pressured or forced because it's the holidays to go out drinking or go out socializing if you don't want to. You are entitled to just say, you know what, I'm actually gonna have an evening off. It's been a super intense Christmas period. I don't want to feel completely frazzled at the end of this. I'm just gonna take an evening to watch a few Christmas movies at home with my family. That is allowed. You're allowed to set boundaries and do what you want. Ultimately, like, it's your Christmas too. You're allowed to live it however you want to live it. Like I said, those weren't crazy things or crazy advice. I just wanted to throw a few things in there because by the time you watch this, Christmas is basically next week. Let's talk about it. Like, it basically is next week. That's actually so exciting. I'm really excited for next week's vlog. I'm just going to take you guys along on basically everything I'm doing. I'm planning a lot and doing a lot of prepping for my 28th birthday that I mentioned in the beginning of the video. I will be vlogging my 28th birthday. We're doing a little shindig at the house. I'm so excited. All of my decorations have started to turn up. Okay, anyway, I'm not going to chat you guys' ear off, but thank you guys so much for watching this week's video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next week.